Well, I can't claim all the credit because there are some absolutely fabulous actors and actresses on who've been on the show. But I was a teenager at school, and we used to go into the classroom and watch Neighbours in our lunchtime, and we'd be sneaking around the school, trying not to get caught. And obviously, we did get caught, and I had to go home and fess up that I'd got into trouble at school, and I was a bit of a girly sort, so I didn't usually get into trouble, so people paid attention. And my dad happened to be BBC controller at the time, so he said, "Oh, well, I said, Dad, I got into trouble at school." And he said, "Oh, what happened?" I said, "Well, we got caught watching telly at lunchtime." And he said, "Oh, what were you watching? What were you watching?" So didn't really care that I got into trouble. He was interested in what I was watching, and I said, "Well, I was watching Neighbours." And he said, "Oh, crikey, there's an audience here." And literally next day he goes into the office and says, "Right, we're changing the schedule. We're going to move Neighbours to 5:35. And really the rest is history.
Well, Alison, thank you so much for doing that, because Neighbours was a core part of my childhood. It really, really was. I remember when I was at school in the 90s, everyone had developed an Australian accent. It used to drive our parents mad. So who were your favourite characters? What were your biggest, most memorable storylines?
Oh, I think, I was definitely Scott and Charlene, the wedding, that was amazing. That was really the big storyline. And Kylie and Jason were the ones. And, just the fact that Kylie was portrayed as, the car mechanic in the dungarees and everything else, that was just fabulous.
Did you have a crush? Was there someone you had a particular hot spot for when you were watching Neighbours?
Oh, I think no, I don't think I quite did really in those days. I think the whole thing was just so colourful. I'd grown up on Grange Hill, and even in Grange Hill it was black and white, even the uniform. And suddenly you go into the world of Neighbours, and there's swimming pools, and there's colour, and there's sunshine. It was just such a magical world. I think you just fell in love with that world in the UK.
And I guess you're going to miss it. Have you been watching Neighbours right until the very end? Or have you sort of, did you give up on it for a while there and will just be tuning in tonight?
Definitely tuning in tonight. I think, I definitely stuck with it all the way through university and into my 20s, but I'm afraid family life has got in the way in recent times. But, the outpouring of love that I've seen for it, just everyone like you has such fond memories of the show, and that sense of family and Neighbours and connection, that's what is just magical about it.